All right, guys. So future me here, which is actually current me, I am shooting this about 10 minutes before I actually upload this video. I just wanted to say that I am actually aware of crop mood. I was not aware of it when I shot this video, which was probably weeks, if not a month ago at this time. But I'm packing right now for a trip. So I'm going to update the camera and take it with me on the trip, test it out, and I will have some new content. So keep that in mind when you hear all of the gripes and everything I talk about in this video, but just know that, and I will update later with that. All right, here we go. So I'm here to vent a little bit today. So I know I started out pretty high on this EOS M with the early content, and the first video actually did very, very well. But ever since, I've been running into headache after headache with this camera. Now, the irony is, for most of you in this community, this won't be new information. The benefits and the drawbacks to Magic Lantern, especially with the EOS M, have been well documented on the forums and just online, and in the results of pretty much any Google and or YouTube search. But I do know for a lot of us, especially myself, we do tend to lean towards the information that serves a purpose for us in the moment, which is what I did when I was looking to buy this camera. Now, the whole purpose of this video isn't really me doing a 180 and just giving this camera a hard time, but I do want to talk about some of the actual real life issues that I have run into with this camera. Now, the first is going to be the ability to transmit any type of usable image via HDMI to an external monitor. Now, I have seen some people have been able to do this depending on the actual settings that they're using and probably the firmware that they're using. This has been something that I have run into problems with, but I will say I probably have not spent as much time as I should testing various firmware or delving into the settings as much as I could. So that may be on me. The second being the ability to film in slow motion. I actually didn't even really give it thought until I had mentioned it in a video and somebody made a comment about it on that video saying that they had the problem with it. And ever since I've been trying to dive into that, that is something that I've also had issues with. Once again, I haven't spent a lot of time, but I have dedicated more time into looking into a fix for that than I have for other things. But so far, I have not found a usable option. Keeping in mind that for me, resolution isn't the most important thing, but for me, I do prefer to try to shoot in 1080p so I can have the greatest bit depth when I do edit in post. The third would be overall reliability. Not to say that there aren't other issues that I've had, but if the first two issues prevent me from using this normally how I would to create, or it takes me out of the moment when I am actually in the field creating, then that does present a larger problem for me using this camera. But with that being said, I don't see this scenario being all bad. If I did not run into some of these issues, I would not have dedicated so much time into learning this EOS M and the Magic Lantern platform. And I probably would not have joined some of these forums and these communities to be able to have some of the discussions that I've had about this camera and this platform. Plus, I have this thing where I like to master things, especially tech related. So you could kind of say that I am taking these hiccups a little personal. I say all that to say I did start the video off by venting, but I wanted to leave here saying that I do intend to figure some of these things out and come back and share the information and the results that I have with you guys. So hopefully we can figure this out together. That is what the YouTube community and the online community is all about in its best form, I believe. So I do want to be a part of that, somebody that contributes as much as I take away from it. But just be patient with me as I work on this. I do have some other things going on professionally and some other creative things that have kind of taken up my time. But if you have any specific things that you guys want me to try to figure out or key in on with content, do let me know in the comments. I do have a couple videos coming up already. I know I want to focus on some color grading and how I work on these things in post, but anything else, let me know in the comment section below. Oh, and the reason I've been taking so long and not focusing on this camera is because I've been rigging this out and getting a feel for this camera, but that's something for a different day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.